Hello friends. So now in the last period we have studied about the asexual types of reproduction in the lower, and basically these are found in the lower plants. So that is in lower plants. Today we are going to understand about the structure of flower. So today we are going to understand the structure of flower. So what is structure of flower, or what is flower? So what is flower? Flower is a modified shoot. Flower is a modified shoot which is specially modified for the sexual reproduction. It is a part of the plant which is developed for the sexual reproduction. So what is flower? What is the structure of flower? So there are so many varieties of flowers are there which are having a different colors and also having a different scents. Some flowers are colored while some flowers are non-colored. Some flowers are speciculars, that is, we can identify these flowers, while some flowers are difficult to understand, that is, these are the flowers. So, as a typical structure of flower, if there is a flower, basically such a flower having some typical structures, or we can say some typical parts, and which are these parts we are going to understand through a structure of typical flower. So basically a structure of flower is basically divided in two parts, that is the non-essential floral whorls and the number two, that is the essential floral whorls. So what are non-essential floral whorls? The floral whorls which does not take part, floral whorls which directly does not take part in the process of sexual reproduction, or we can say these are not involved in the sexual reproduction but helps for sexual reproduction, are called as non-essential floral whorls. Why? The floral whorls which are directly involved in the process of reproduction are called as essential floral whorls. So what are non-essential floral whorls, which are non-essential floral whorls, and which are essential floral whorls? So basically there are two or three non-essential floral whorls, but also these non-essential floral whorls helps for the process of sexual reproduction. So first one, that is non-essential floral whorl. First one is petal, the second one, that is the sepal, and the third one, that is the pedicel. So what is the first one? We are going to understand about the first one part, that is the petal. So what is petal? Petal is a non-essential floral whorl, but it helps. How it helps? So when the flower is developed into when flower become mature, that time the color of the petals attract for the insects. It is observed that in the insect pollinated plants, the petals are colored, and these petals are also scented. Some scent glands are also there, which secretes a fragrance which attract the insect. So in the insect pollinated plant, it helps, this petal helps to attract the insects. So that is the importance of petals. The second one, non-essential floral whorl, is sepal. It is also called as calyx. It is also called as calyx. It is also important. When the flower is in bud condition, when these plants are bare, these parts of these floral whorls are now going to develop in such a condition, in a bud condition, it protects all these floral whorls in it forms a covering to, and which protect the internal part of the flower. So that is also important of sepal. The third one part is a pedicel. So what is pedicel? Pedicel hold basically number one petals, the second one that is the sepal, and the third one that is the pedicel. So now the next, that is the non-essential. After non-essential floral wall, we are going to understand about the essential floral wall, which directly take part in the process of sexual reproduction. These are called as essential floral wall. So basically there are two types. The first one is carpel and the second one is stamen. So we are going to understand first about the carpel. So what is carpel? Carpel is basically, it is called as female floral wall. It is also called as female floral wall, or we can say a gynoecium. It is also called as gynoecium. It is composed of key structures, that is the stigma, style and ovary. So stigma, the first one, that is the stigma, where the pollination going to take place. That particular point is called as stigma. Generally, basically in insect pollinated plants, it is sticky, which sticks the pollen grain, and that is called as stigma. Then the next one part, that is called as style. That is the style. Style is a narrow tube-like structure which begins from stigma and ends into ovary. It is called as style. So that is the style. The third one. So what is the third one? That is the ovary, which is generally located toward the base of the flower. It is the ovary. So we know that is the stigma. Stigma, the process, the site where pollination is going to take place. Through style, the pollen tube going to develop after pollination, which bring the male gametes towards the ovule, and that is the style. And ovary, where ovules are located, and formation of seed, formation of fertilization process going to take place in this ovule, or which is located in the ovary. So that is the carpel, and it is also called as gynoecium, or it is also called as female floral wall. The next one, that is the stamens. So stamens are generally called as male floral wall. These are generally called as male floral wall. These are also called as androecium. So it is composed of two parts, that is the anther and filament. Anther, where pollen grains are located, or after rupturing of anther, the pollen grains get liberated outside the anther, and then the pollination takes place. If right pollination takes place, then they reach to the stigma. The second one component of the stamens is nothing but the filament. The height of filament is very important. The height of filament is very important. If such a filament is longer than the stigma, if we consider there is a anther, what will be happen? The pollination takes place. The self pollination, the chances of self pollination are increases. If such a filament is so smaller, such a filament is so smaller, then what will happen? The insect generally does not reach towards the anther. So pollination, the process of pollination does not take place. It is possible that these pollen grains get liberated and just it holds in the flower. The process, that is the main aim of pollination, the main aim of this structure does not take place. So the height of filament is very important. The height of filament is very important, and so the second one component is filament. So there are two parts of that stamens, or male reproductive wall, that is the anther, and the second one, that is the filament. So that is the all components of a typical structure of flower. That is the first one, non-essential floral walls, pedals, that is the corolla. The second one, that is the sepals, or it is also called as helix. The third one, that is the pedicel. Then the next, that is the essential floral buds are two, that is the carpels and stamen. Carpel having three parts, are composed of three parts, that is the stigma, like ovary, while stamens are composed of two parts, that is the anther and filament. So, thank you.